Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. So for today we're going to discuss how you can utilize index function in the Google Sheets. So for today we have this data point here which is telling you the score, the average score of a student for a specific subject from January to March. Okay, so before we start, just want to let you know that the main functionality of the index function is for you to actually locate a certain data points from the data sets. For example, you might want to know like how is the score for the student C for the month of February, which is 70 right here. But we are going to do this using the index function. So we're going to have three cases that we're going to run through together today. So first of all, let's do case number one. Let's say I want to get the score for student A for month of January to March. So basically we want to get the whole score for student A. Okay, so we're going to do index function. So first of all, we will need the reference. So we're going to use this as a reference. Don't forget to make it as an absolute reference to ensure it's not moving. And then we need to specify the location of the row and the column. So since we are looking the data for student A, which is on the first row of the reference, so A on the first row, B on the second, C on the third, and so on. So for student A, we will put 1. And then since now we want to get the whole data from January to March, which is on the first, second, and third column here, we basically doesn't need to specify anything. If you do this, basically it means that we are telling the index function to get all columns data. So what we are going to do is we're going to close the formula and then you get the score. So if you can check here, student A, in January he gets 50, February 60, and March 70, right? And let's say you want to do even further calculation. Let's say you want to calculate the average for this student A. Then all you have to do is you just need to copy the formula here and you just need to add average function in the beginning of the formula. And there you go. You get the average score for student A from the month of January to March, which is helping you, right? Because now you can actually summarize the score very easy. Okay, so now let's do case number 2. Oops. So let's say now I want to get the score for student B, or maybe I want to get the score for all students for month of January. So what we are going to do here, we're going to put index function again, and then we will put the reference. We will use the same one, definitely. And then since now we want to get the data point from all students, basically we telling the index function to get all the row. So all you have to do is you just need to skip the row. So you can proceed with another comma, and then we will decide which column we should get. Since we are asking for January, means it's actually on the first column. January is the first one, February 2nd, March the 3rd. So we will put 1 here. And there you go. You get all the scores from all students for the month of January, right? And again, it's very similar. If you want to do further calculation, like you can definitely use the same formula, and then you can add average in the beginning. or even maybe if you want to do median. So there you go. Now we already covered 2 cases, which is I think it will be very helpful for you guys. And the third one, let's say now you want to do very specific. You want to get the score for student D, for example, for the month of March. So you can do index, and then let's use reference again, the same one. And then let's see, student D, which is on the fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will put the column, which is March is the third column, first, second, the third column. Okay, and there you go, student D in March he gets 85. Okay, so the function is very straightforward, and later on we will also discuss how you will utilize match function and how you can combine it between index and match to perform even stronger formula than VLOOKUP. Well, here you go, and then we see you in the next lecture.